why do we like luxury fashion? I love nice things. I love driving past all the beautiful, nice stores, seeing all beautiful watches. There's one street in the city, it's off George Street, where it's just like just designers galore, right? I love it. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's right that I like it. But why do we like fashion? What goes into someone that makes them love fashion, love the brands and the labels and the life?
I think it's just the way that it makes us feel. So if we have something amazing, whether it's like that flashy watch, a beautiful dress, like it, I guess, makes us feel confident. I love, like, I guess people love the way that it can be an extension of their personality. Maybe they're trying to align themselves to a successful brand. And probably a lot of it is like status is like the underlying thing without us, I guess, wanting to admit that. But yeah, I guess it's just the way I think that it makes us feel.
Awesome, John. You got any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Do you like fashion? Do you care for labels and brands and whatnot?
Look, I'm typically more like I like things that are, quality and done well, and I think there's an association in fashion with quality, things that are done, to a higher level of like a higher standard, but inevitably what's happened is we've created connections. They're like shortcuts. Yeah. It's like when you see someone that's wearing something that was, back in the days, a brand stood for quality, and then essentially then that brand became more expensive because of the quality, and then the brand became associated with status. So it became a shortcut for people to position themselves as high status and position, because people are always looking around and comparing themselves like, where am I in the tribe? Am I at the bottom? Am I at the top? Am I in the middle? And then you're putting out signals all the time of where you think you stand and where you think you are compared to other people. And we're always like pinging off each other, all these signals. And the fashion, industry is like the super shortcut when you're making first impressions on like putting yourself, at a certain status. And I've got no problem with that. My problem is with people who try to portray a certain status, but they're worthless. All right. And what I mean by that is
savage.
Not that they're worthless as in the sense that they actually don't have a high net worth. I don't care about that. But it's people who are using status as like fashion as a crutch for their very poor personalities, for people that don't treat people well, for people, like you're going through the world and you just think because you're wearing something nice that you can treat people a certain way. That's where me and you now have a problem. And then we have to fight. But generally speaking, if people are doing well and they like brands and this is the way they like to reward themselves, or they set up goals and they want to buy things, or they just like the way they look, or they're trying to put together a nice portfolio to represent themselves well on social media. That's how we sell ourselves to that, in this day and age. I've got no problems with that. I personally have different success and value metrics which I assign to myself. And I've got a personality problem where I don't care what anyone thinks about me. So I just sort of like ruthlessly pursue my own value metrics about what I want to achieve in life. And I don't really care what anyone thinks. So that doesn't mean I walk around looking like rubbish and I drive a rubbish car and I live in a dirty house. Like I still try to attain the best I can in all, realms. But I think it's more like a personal thing rather than what people think of me think.
No, I completely agree. I think Hormozy says this a lot, where brands are just a symbol of association. So every time you wear a brand, you're associating yourself with whatever that brand is exuding and whatnot. But I don't disagree with you. I think especially circular fashion is solving this, okay? But I think when our mums were still around, hopefully, but when our mums were growing up, it's very rare that they would get a really high-end exclusive piece of fashion. It was a once-in-a-lifetime attainment piece. It was a big milestone. It was something huge that happened in their life. And it was a reward mechanism for a big event. And as you know, I'm very big on the way I operate is that if I set a goal, I'm going to work very hard to achieve it. And I need that positive association by throwing in a brand or something that ties that and completes the loop. But I think that's gone out a little bit nowadays. And it could be me misaligned with the market, but I still see the higher end stuff as a reward mechanism as opposed to an everyday good. I think circular fashion has made it far more accessible, especially with cost of living and whatnot at the moment.